Today, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to be trying out a game that I've been waiting to release for probably a few months now. And that game is going to be called Anime Warriors Combat. And as you guys can see, there already has been a few updates on this game. And even having a look at, for example, the map over here, it looks absolutely stunning. There's also like 7 or 8 worlds. Yeah, there's going to be a lot to go through in this video. So as per usual, if you guys end up enjoying this video, want to see more, then yeah, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button with notifications on. And also feel free to join my Discord. It's going to be linked in the description. Alright, so first things first, how exactly does the game work? Well, a lot of this stuff over here, I don't think it's worth checking out at this very moment because, you know, I'm probably really weak. So let's just teleport on over to the very first world and let's just explain the game. So as you guys can see, there are going to be enemies, and then when you take out those enemies, you're going to be getting coins, which then you can use to hatch some champions. Yeah, you guys kind of get the idea. It is very similar to a lot of simulator games. Now, I believe that this is very inspired by anime champions, meaning that you are not doing the attacking, but it's actually your units. In fact, from the tutorial, I did manage to go ahead and get myself an extra unit, which I just for some reason never equipped. So yeah, now we have 2 units, and if I'm not mistaken, the further we go in the map, the more stuff we're going to find, and as well, the stronger enemies we're going to find. For example, over here, we have a Gacha machine, which it seems like, yeah, this is going to be kind of like how the Anime Eternal ones, if you guys play that game. It's going to be giving you a multiplier in certain things. For example, if I were to get this mythical grimoire, it would give me 1x extra coins. Okay, how on earth do we get these, like, tokens? Okay, I think from here, the enemies do go ahead and drop them. Awesome. Do the later enemies in this world drop more? It is giving us some more stuff, you know, instead of 3 items, it's 4. And then I guess the quicker we take them out, probably the more we're going to be getting in a short amount of time. Oh yeah, here's the boss, 1.1k HP, and he has so much loot. I mean, there's like this like red brick thing, some like I don't even know what a lot of these things are. Yeah, let's just go ahead and let's, I guess, get stronger. So should we just maybe start farming the boss over here? I mean, we might as well do so then, you know, that way we can save up some money, and then I guess we can go ahead and auto hatch a little bit. Okay, cool. First few rows, we are getting commons, and I believe we got an uncommon before. I'll have to double check. There's a legendary and there's an epic. Let's just quickly stop the auto hatch for just a second, and yeah, let's, I guess, start equipping all of these OP champions. So this legendary over here, average of 36 DPS compared to 5 and 7. So yeah, this is definitely a huge upgrade. Let's go ahead, let's equip that bad boy, and let's, I guess, figure out how this game works. So on this menu right now, this is actually an auto-fusing system, meaning that you can actually go ahead and make your units stronger. Alright, let's, I guess, auto-fuse all of this stuff because I don't really need it. Maybe some epics as well. And let's, I guess, turn off the auto-sell because I just realized, why would we auto-sell, right, if we could just easily go ahead and just upgrade our units? So, yeah, 4.37k coins, and all of this should be getting auto-deleted. So let's just continue hatching for a little bit, maybe like 5 minutes, and yeah, I guess I'll catch you guys once we either have something good, our legendary is really OP, or whatever happens in between. And okay, as you guys can see, we are just about to hit the mythical pity. So let's open up and let's get this bad boy. So 1, 2, okay, there is the mythical Astra level 1, probably really broken. And as well, we got an epic because, you know, why not? So yeah, let's have a look at this bad boy and let's see if he was worth it. All right, 61 base DPS. Honestly, for level 1, that's really good. So yeah, let's, I guess, go ahead and equip him, and comparing him to like all my other units, yeah, he is very nice to have. Awesome. Oh yeah, by the way, I did actually notice that I did forgot to use the codes. But hey, if you guys want to use the codes just like me, make sure you go ahead and use them. Here they are, quite literally, you can just go ahead and, you know, paste them. Just make sure to be quick though, because some of them will actually expire in a few days. So yeah, be careful. But yeah, having a look at the inventory over here, we got a bunch of stuff from the codes, a bunch of stuff from taking out the boss over here, and probably a bunch of other stuff that the devs actually gave me for this video. For example, let's have a look at each one of these. Alright, so this is a dungeon ticket. Probably we can't use this at the moment. Anti-magic grimoire. A cursed grimoire born from darkness. Nullifies all forms of magic. Okay, I think this is some kind of like a crafting material for like evolution maybe. Haki tokens, dragon tokens, ghoul tokens. These are used for like some sort of exclusive rewards. Once again, probably in the very first world. Grimoire tokens, mythic tier, talents, flashes, and yeah, a bunch of different chests. Let's I guess go ahead and use all these, right? Because I don't know what these chests are supposed to give. Okay, whoa, that was quite a lot of stuff, and honestly I have no clue what they do. We got some XP potions, we got a coyote ticket. Apparently this is going to be, you could redeem some kind of like special unit in the very near future. A bunch of more tokens, a bunch more materials. Yeah, we might as well go ahead and use all of these chests because apparently they are broken. Yeah, just have a look at all of this. Let's go. Once again, shout outs to the devs for giving this, so then that way would be able to like, I guess, make a very quick grind through this game. And in fact, speaking about quick grinding through this game, let's go ahead and do just that. So the portal to the next world is going to be found up here and is going to be costing 15,000 coins, which we already have more than enough. However, just before we go ahead and do that, let's quickly use up all of the grimoire tokens that we already have. So auto roll on, we are going to be getting 30%, 30%, a common grimoire. Okay, can I at least see like a rare or something? Maybe a legendary? Okay, we just got a rare. Nice. Can we get something better than that? Because the chances aren't even that bad. Like epic grimoire, 5%. Come on, game. Give me the epic. Okay, no, I guess we're gonna have to settle with the rare, but I mean, hey, it's still 0.25x more coins, and I don't think the epic, yeah, it wasn't really that much better. Okay, I'm coping. It was 2 times better. But yeah, one last thing that I want to check out before we unlock the next world. It is going to be found in the Neo City, because remember those special items that we literally just got? They're supposed to be used in like claiming some kind of like exclusive reward. So yeah, I like the sound of that, okay? Probably it might be really broken stuff. So let's see, these are some leveling rewards, okay, and they're just going to be giving us some items, not too bad. Then from there, we have the marketplace where maybe we might be able to exchange those like tokens. Okay, these are following rewards, that's for emotes. Wait, don't tell me. Okay, no, they're not emotes. Okay, thank God. I would have been really disappointed if all it gave was like emotes. Like imagine that, right? Exclusive stuff and it's just an emote. Okay, here's the evolve machine, and yeah, this is where we use the special anti-grimoires that we just got, and it seems like we're not even that far off from like being able to evolve him. Like we just need a few more of the mythical spirits, and then the other spirits we only need like 5 or 6 more. So yeah, maybe we might be able to evolve this bad boy in the very near future, maybe even in today's video. However, I guess that's going to be something that we'll figure out, I guess, in a little bit. Now, these are all of the secret items for, I guess, every single, like, evolution, and we can go ahead and craft them, so that's really good to know. Then as well, we can also craft potions, souls, more potions, some kind of, like, blade. Once again, no clue what all of this stuff does. If I don't figure it out in today's video, do let me know down in the comments. But yeah, apart from that though, we have talents over here. I believe this part, yes, it's going to be traits. Once again, when we have the proper units, we will go ahead and use those machines. And then I guess the last few places over here, that's just some kind of album down there. Dungeons. So when it comes to where on earth we use these items, like the ghoul tokens and stuff, I have no clue. I guess maybe we'll just figure it out eventually once we unlock maybe the next worlds, for example. So yeah, let's just purchase the next world, which is going to be the Pirate's Kingdom, and let's see, maybe this gacha machine is where we use it. Oh, okay, yes, I believe that is actually where we use them. Nice, okay, so I guess that means that every single gacha and probably every single world will be able to roll at least once. Now, it seems like this is going to be upgrading our damage. Good to know. Let's, I guess, see, what are we gonna get? Once again, the 15% rare, giving us 0.25x damage. Awesome. Now, how strong are these enemies in this world? Like, are they like 10 times stronger than the previous worlds? Or are they like, 50%, 25% stronger? Let's see. So if I can just find the boss, which is actually going to be right over at the back, he's going to be having 13.6k. Okay, that is actually not bad at all. Let's go. Honestly, was expecting him to be like at the 50k range, but hey, we won't complain about a really easy boss. Now, over here though, are like any of the gameplay mechanics different? I mean, we still have the same hatching system, the same fighting system. So overall, things are still relatively staying the same. Now, I do believe that like some of these buttons over here are actually useful. For example, over here, we have the index where we can get evolved mythicals, normal pets, even secrets. There are secrets in this game. Then as well, there's also exclusive units, all of the different maps, a stats menu, or should I say a stats tree, where I think we can go ahead and yeah, start unlocking stuff. Okay. So if we go ahead and complete some of these quests, we will get a buffs, for example, for movement, for strength. I guess this would be like backpack size, upgrades in general, and even as well luck. Good to know. Yeah, I highly doubt we're going to be able to do a full noob to pro or whatever in one singular video. So once again, if you guys do want to see maybe a part 2, then let me know. But yeah, there's no reason to end off the video just yet. Let's, I guess, get started on some of these quests. So like, are some of them like really easy? Game tasks. Okay, so let's head back on over to the first world, because obviously we should start off with those quests. Okay, so here is the first quest that we have found. Seraph Solme. Hey, can you help me defeat some of these demons? Of course we can. So we have to beat 30 of the Medricula. Then the second, okay, so he's just going to be giving us all of the tasks for like every single unit. And then of course, as I mentioned before, when we complete them, we are going to be unlocking some buffs. Alright, give me like maybe 5-10 minutes to quickly just defeat all of these guys, and then I'll catch you guys once we are able to, I guess, claim it. Alright, I believe that all of the quest is now done. In fact, yes it is. Now, just before we go ahead and complete it, I want to let you guys know about some stuff, because apparently I got ridiculously lucky. Yeah, I managed to get this time grimoire pages, which I'm pretty sure is meant to be used for the secret evolve. So yeah, when we go ahead and get that bad boy, you know, the secret, we might be able to immediately evolve him. Maybe. I don't know. Also, apart from that though, we also managed to get a bunch more of the grimoire tokens, which, I mean, hey, we might as well try our luck once again. Maybe we get a bit more lucky. So yeah, let's just quickly see. Maybe I can at least get an epic. I mean, it's only 5% chance, you know, it's not that rare. In fact, there we go. We managed to get it. Awesome. Now we're getting that 0.5x damage, which might help with any future quests. So let's just complete this, which is now going to be giving us a bunch of gems, treachery rolls, and even some kind of cursed sword. Honestly, I'm not sure what it is. I don't see it in the inventory. Maybe it's a mount. Could it actually be a mount? I mean, that would be kind of funny because, you know, a cursed sword as a mount. Oh, okay. Yes, it is. That's actually kind of funny. Let's see. How does it look on my avatar? Oh, that actually looks sick. Yeah, I take it back. It doesn't look funny anymore. It just looks flat out awesome. W mount, I guess. I wonder what on earth they have as other mounts in this game. Maybe wings, maybe a cloud. Yeah, devs, if you're watching this, surprise me. But yeah, are there any more quests from this person? Let's have a look. You have already completed this quest. Does that mean if we head on over to the stats menu over here, and specifically the movement, we can now start claiming all of this stuff? Complete the third quest, complete the last quest. So, yes, we can actually start unlocking these. Good to know. Now, apparently we have unlocked the ability to dash. So, let's have a look. If I just quickly go and check. Q, control, E maybe. Yeah, okay. Once again, this is something that I don't exactly know, so feel free to let me know down in the comments how on earth I dash. Wait, maybe... Okay, it's because I had a mount on. Never mind. But yeah, now that the quest is all done, how exactly should we end off this video? Let's evolve a unit. I want to end off this video by getting a nice evolution. Now, let's be honest, it is the first mythical from the very first map, so I don't have like huge expectations, like I'm not expecting this unit to carry me to the end of the game. But I mean, hey, I don't know, maybe if I give it an hour, maybe I might end up hatching a secret in the process, and then we might as well evolve that. I don't know. Give me around 30 minutes to an hour. Let's just see if my luck is going to cook or if it's going to be really bad. And then from there, we will evolve whatever we have. And then we'll see the difference. Is it going to be a 3 times damage increase, 10 times damage increase, or is it only like 50%? Let the auto hatch begin, and I'll catch you guys to find exactly the answer to that. And there we go. After a bunch of hatching and a bunch of grinding later, we now are back with what should be everything in order to evolve some units. Now, I just want to point out, by the way, I did get a bunch of mythicals, as you guys can see, meaning that if we do have some extra materials, we could potentially evolve 2 units. But let's not get, ahead of ourselves, right? Let's have a look and let's just, unlock and maybe select one of them. So, right now, level 7 Asher Celestial. We have basically everything that we're going to need. And no, we can't make more than one, but you know what? Not complaining. Have a look at this bad boy. Oh, this is gonna look so cool. So, there we go. That is Astra Celestial acquired, my very first evolved unit. Let's have a look at the stats compared to the normal one. So equip best, and okay, so Astra level 5 115 DPS, and Astra Celestial level 7 does 223. So it's almost like double. However, do keep in mind there is a bit of a level difference, so maybe it's like more like 70% better or 50%. So yeah, evolving units isn't some like game-breaking thing. However, 50% probably will go a long way once I go ahead and get some good traits on it and good passives and all of that good stuff. But of course, that's going to be for part 2 of this series, which as usual, if you guys want to see that, you know exactly what to do. Make sure to hit that like and subscribe button with notifications on, and also let me know down in the comments if there's any stuff that I missed, maybe some tips and tricks, and yeah, anything that I'm going to need, so then maybe the next part of this video we will get to, for example, the very last world. Also, if you guys want to try out this game for yourself, link to the description. But apart from that though, join my Discord, like and subscribe. I'll catch you all in the next one. Peace out, everybody.